Well, hello, my friends. Welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be testing another No Clean airbrush. Now, I had one of these from Harbor Freight years ago, and I wanted to go dig it out and test it because I'm on this this run of No Clean airbrushes, and they're really getting pretty nice. So I said, let me go pull that other one out. We'll test that one. And I couldn't find it. So what happened was I went back to Harbor Freight. They don't sell it anymore. So I went on Amazon and I found it. And this is it. This is $29.99. Ooh, looks like it comes with a little cleaning needle. A little manual. A bunch of jars. All right, let's see how many they sent. Wow, they sent a lot. Look at this. I didn't realize how many it came with. I just saw the picture with a bunch of jars. Wow, look at this. Hold on, we're still going. All right, there we go. Here it is. This, oh, something else is jiggling in here. Hold on, guys. Oh, it came with the adapter. I was going to dig out airbrush adapters. And you know what? Get that box out of here. Here it is. So this must fit in. Yep. Because what happens is these have these little tiny, reach down here for it, these little tiny ones that I guess you can use with canned air. I don't know who uses these small ones anymore. I know Badger does, which is a waste. It just, look at that. It came with its own fitting. I was going to actually go and get a fitting because I have a bunch. But it comes with it. So now I could probably, hold on, let me reach over here. Grab one of my quick release ones. And there we go. All right. We're good to go. Obviously, this is single action. That's it. Now it's funky looking. It looks just like the other one I had, except this one's pushed in where your fingers grip. The other one I had was full shape like the egg shape. It didn't do any of this. So actually, this grip's a little better. And that's it. You're just going to push down the air. Works on that vortex type of centrifugal force there. Just there it is. But check this out. It came with what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 jars. Now this was $29.99. Came with all these and the airbrush, of course. For another $29, they sell 15 more jars. So you really can put every paint you probably use. That would get you almost 30 jars. Does it have a? Yep, it's got a seal. So there we go. And the only thing is, how would you seal it off to keep it airtight? Now it's pretty minimal what I'm seeing here. And there's a hole here, so I don't know what, how we can keep this airtight. My buddy puts cellophane through it, but then you got to pull a hose off. I guess that's not a big problem. And then he just puts cellophane over it, and then tightens it up, and that gives you a seal and just keeps the hose near it. So I guess that works too, right? So we're going to go ahead and full on try this quick release. We're going to put all these colors at once, and then we're just going to go ahead and try it out. Now here's how they clip on. Let me show you right there. There it is. And it seems to line up perfectly. And if you have trouble, you can turn this up or down and this forward and back. But I'm going to leave everything tightened as it comes, and we'll see how that works. You might have to bring it up a little. I could see that. And that's it. And that's it. Each color, we're just going to go ahead and pop it right in. Great for different primers, I'll say that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try different colors right off the bat. We'll try this Kaleido primer. We're going to try some custom green. This is a Buster's paint line. I was actually going to review this, but I don't think you can get the paint anymore, so I don't like reviewing paint you can't get. So we'll use that. We'll see how that goes. The thinner is, of course, we'll go with the Kaleido because we've got to thin it up a little bit more. Now, I'm thinking what we're going to do is we'll see if it sprays 2K. So I'm going to use my 2K clear on the Mustang that we tested recently. So we'll put some 2K over that. So there you go. That's 4 in a row we're going to try. We're going to get 4 of these prepped. We'll put some out of the way over here. All right. Oh, but these things will not like to stand up on their own. Look at this. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to see what the book says. If it has any particular setting it likes for airbrush. Yep, here, 15 to 50. That's a pretty wide range, guys. 15 to 50. Jeez. Mixing colors, mix as you would for a spray gun. Yeah, we know that. Use, yeah, clean, yeah. Yeah, control the airflow. Yeah, it says standard stuff. Yeah, here's a parts list. Can you get these parts? Some parts, illustration. Is there an address to get the parts? Who knows? Not that you need them. There's not many moving parts here. This needle's pretty cool. So it looks like it's just to clean out this little area here. Obviously, you don't have to clean this out. There's just air coming out of it. So I'm guessing right here. But I think if you just unscrew these and soak them in a jar with acetone, well, whatever type of paint you're using, you'll be fine. Just get that out of the way. Yeah, all right. So let me pause the camera here. Let's get some paint ready. And we're going to do some quick painting and quick changing and see how this thing performs for 30 bucks with 10 jars. We'll see what we have here. So let me go get the compressor fired up. We'll get it around, I'm going to go to 30 psi. The higher you go with these, the better performance you get. We'll start with 30, and we'll start with some plain old rubbing alcohol or water in it, and we'll see how that works for adjusting it. And then we'll see if we got the pressure right. So we'll go from there. All right, let me get all these things prepped, thinned out, and ready to go. Fill them all up, and let's try this out. All right, at the booth, let's go with some water to test it as it says in the oh, there it is. And it's already, it's pretty good. I got it set for 30 psi. I like this right here. Now let's see where this nozzle is so we can adjust the others. Yeah, it's right in the middle of it. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some paint. All right, let's go with the Kaleido primer. And I'm going to pull this down and see what happens. Yeah, see, it's not going to... It's got to come up to a halfway point. Oh, there we go. Oh, man, look. But it pushes a lot of paint. Holy smoke. All right, so let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead, right? Wow. All right, so, oh man. Right, there we go. Let's go ahead. We're gonna pop her out. There we go. Trying to do it without going a little nuts here with the colors. I want to spray. Oh, this one's in a good spot already. All right, let's go back in. Oh, this one ain't as heavy. I'm guessing it's the type of paint. That's my guess. It probably should go over primer, because this is an auto color. For sure. Yeah, this definitely needs a base. But that's alright. It's just the type of paint I chose. It doesn't like this paint. Now, it could be that I didn't thin it enough. I gotta maybe adjust it. Oh, wait a minute. This looks a little better. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I think the hose has to sit perfectly. Compressor's coming back on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was, yep, just needed adjusting. There we go. All right, quick release. Let's do another one. Let's get this piece of paper out of the way. So we're going to pop her out. Come back in with this green. Let's see where this is lined up. This has to come up quite a bit. So we're going to turn it up a little bit. Oh, there we go. All right, let me grab a spoon. Start with that. Now this is kind of a bright fluorescent green. Beautiful. Laid down beautiful. All right, let's go on here. Now this will definitely want a white background. Now the cardboard is kicking back the paint, so you're going to want an open area when you use this thing. So there you go. There's the 3. Now let me go grab the Mustang, and I mixed up some 2K, and let's see how that works. Hold on one second. All right, here's the 2K. I mixed a little bit. The needle is the hose is in a good spot. Oh, there we go. It pushes it heavy. That's kind of how you want it. I got my mask on, and I had to put my microphone into the camera. So let's see if it can spray 2K. As a matter of fact, let's get this off the base. I put a glove on Don't want to cover my hand in 2K. Oh man, it lays it down. This is great for 2K. Look at this. You want a wet coat? I didn't prep the car at all. I should have dusted it and sanded it. I just wanted to see if this airbrush can spray 2K. And it can. I'm going to blow some off there. There we go. So yeah, you know, it's not perfect. I didn't prep the surface. You know, I probably should have. I just want to see if it could spray the 2K. And it can. Wow. And I thought it was going to push more than that, and it didn't. It's still quite a bit in there, and I did the whole car. Now, properly, I would go a couple of layers, sand it, get it prepped. I just want to see if it could spray it all together, and it looks like it can. All right, so yeah, let's head back to the bench. Let's wrap this up. Well, as far as wrapping this thing up goes, it's not much. It just spoke for itself. Here's the 3 colors we did instantly with about less than a minute to get all those sprayed, but without really cleaning anything. It's not even dry yet. Yeah, it laid it down nice. It laid everything down nice. So there's not much I can say or complain about. It gets the job done, and it sprayed 2K. Now, I didn't let this dry, so this is still wet. But normally I would sand it down and put another coat. I just wanted to see if it would spray 2K, and son of a gun, it sprayed it. And a lot of people have trouble cleaning 2K out of their airbrush. You got to use a urethane thinner. Sometimes you got to use an acetone. A lacquer thinner is what I clean mine with, but you got to clean it out right away or it gums up, and let it sit. So invest, if you're going to spray a lot of 2K, you build a lot of car kits. I put 2K on everything. Investing in this, a $30 investment just for 2K alone, it's worth it. Easily worth it. And if you find a way of keeping everything sealed, well, you can't keep 2K. It's going to go bad. But if you want to keep the paint or the primers fresh, you could do what my buddy did. He took out the hose and put cellophane and just sealed it back up. I guess that's the simple way of doing it. Or if we can find some way of corking this part off. Other than that, I have no complaints. It just it does the job. It just does the job. Now, you're not going to get detail out of this. This obviously is for what I just showed you. Primer. If you want to paint that car, all that blue or this green, it'll lay the paint down beautifully in a big area. And of course the 2K or whatever clear you use, it'll do that fine. So yeah, it's a big thumb up for me. It works. It's simple, gets the job done. I will be using this for when I across the board all my no clean airbrushes, particularly if I'm 2King or if I'm going to do a lot of primer. And I got to do a wide range review for you guys. When I do a lot of colors, I need a lot of primer laid down. I'm just going to grab one of these things and get the job done quick. I like all the bottles it comes with too. That's pretty great. So I'll put a link below. I'll put a link below for the airbrush with the 10 jars, and I'll put a link below for the 30. I think it's 30. I got to see what it is. It's a bunch of jars. It's like 20 jars maybe. It's another package of them for another $30. Not that you need them, but I'll put the link below for that. So there you go. Just a quick review. I had a feeling it would work. I had this thing a few years ago, and the one I got from Harbor Freight, and it worked. It worked good. And my buddy needed it to paint a bunch of stuff. I don't know what he was painting, motorcycle parts or something. I just gave it to him. So I say I'll go buy another one. They're cheap, and they didn't have it anymore. But luckily, Amazon came through. Even had the adapter with it. And I recall the original didn't have this adapter. That's a big deal for them to throw that in there, even though it's a few bucks. The fact you don't have to go crazy getting one, and it's in the box. Another thumb up. All right, there you go. That is it. That's the test. Let's see what we got for music today. We're going all thrash. Capricorn thrash band. I think around 1990 that came out. Megadeth's last album, self-titled Annihilator, Never Neverland. Follow-up to Alice in Hell. Great stuff. But the Megadeth I just got in the mail because I got it from Target. Has an extra track available only on this CD. And that's Bloodlust, and that's only for the Target version of the CD. So there you go. We're going all thrash. Love thrash metal. Always been a fan. So there you go, guys. That is it. We will see you soon in the next video. Please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell as we do at least one video test a week. All right, guys, have a good one. We'll see you soon. I got a bunch of videos lined up for you, and you don't want to miss them. All right, guys, have a great rest of your weekend. God bless you all. You guys are the best. Have a great day.